up in the general feed and experimentation material bin.
You there, you came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg. I'm a head biological researcher doing some fascinating and mighty important. I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device, hoping he'd lay hands on a Gorvid egg. I desperately need that egg for my research. Could you bring back my assistant too, if you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sound reasonable? Ask away. A little free information is a small price to pay. Excellent question. There is some special process inside the egg that happens just before hatching. I need to watch this in a lab, then swoop in at the some bits. A rather unique weapon from my time in the projectile weapon division of the biological weapons team, and most importantly, a mention in my next paper. Do they have chickens where you're from? Gorvids and chickens are very alike, except Gorvids are big, strong as an automech, absolutely dead. Something else then? I sent him off with a tracking device to find a Gorvid egg. He might be out of his depth. Can you find him and bring him and the egg, or at least the egg, back for me? Almost definitely a lethal encounter with a Gorvid, ending in brutal dismemberment. That's what happened to my other 5 assistants. I know. You're absolutely right. I should have held one back to do all the grunt work. Now we found signs of Gorvid activity. I sent him off in hopes he could put a tracker on a Gorvid. Then we could follow it back to its nest. Should be just north from here. Something else then? Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? We've got quite a pile of them here on Pretor. Excellent hunters, trackers, and shock troops. We tried them, and they were devastating. Once all the queens got zapped, that was about it. There's no more real... Gorvids are absolutely fascinating. The thought of being the first person to catalog the process makes me positively giddy with excitement. The profits from my next... Guilty as charged. My job is studying which critters... Right now, it's mostly raptidons, which I'd be more than happy to talk on at length, if you've an interest. Excellent. Which ones? Something else then? Something else then?
My thanks and my hammer.
Have you reconsidered helping me find a Gorvid egg? For science, of course. Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me. Thanks again. Oh, have any more questions about critters? I can talk about which of my assorted critters would you like to know about?